Hello everyone, welcome to LT Gaming. My name is Tom, and today we're going to be looking at something a little bit different. We're going to be looking and discussing the exciting possibilities that open AI chatbots, such as ChatGPT, could bring to the world of role-playing games, specifically focusing on how this tech could impact games like Bannerlord, which I'm a huge fan of and we're a big fan of on the channel. If you're not familiar with the term OpenAI, it is an organization dedicated to creating advanced artificial intelligence research with a particular focus on machine learning and natural language processing. And while this technology has been around for a while, there are some very well publicized recent advances in chatbots, as I'm sure you're aware of, that are really pushing the boundaries of what is possible. So, what exactly is a chatbot? I think it's important to kind of understand this before we proceed. At a basic level, it is a piece of software that uses natural language processing to understand and respond to human language. Essentially, you can have a conversation with a chatbot just like you would with another person. And while this might not seem that crazy revolutionary on its own, the potential applications for this technology are huge. And one area where chatbots could have a major impact is in the world of role-playing games. So imagine playing a game like Bannerlord, but instead of interacting with pre-written dialogue trees, you can have a conversation with an AI-powered character. So the possibilities, as you can imagine here, are vast. You could have much more dynamic and realistic interactions, more options for player choice, and overall a much deeper sense of immersion. And this could lead to more emergent gameplay where the choices you make in conversation with NPCs have real consequences that then ripple out throughout the world and affect further conversations in the future. So how does this relate back to Bannerlord itself as a game? There is one person in the community who has been exploring the potential of these chatbots in Bannerlord, and this is a modder by the name of Bloc, who you might be familiar with from many other mods. So he's been working on a mod that essentially places the game's pre-written dialogue with AI-powered chatbots, and I have to say the results are pretty impressive. There's been several viral videos of, for example, a AI begging for mercy from a raider, and other examples of organic conversations that use the in-game world information to just give a much more immersive feel. So you can have much more fluid and natural conversations with NPCs, and the idea is that you're really interacting with a living, breathing character who inhabits this world. I have to say it is obviously still very early days to this technology, but it's really exciting to see people like Block pushing the boundaries of what is possible in Bannerlord. And of course, the impact of these open AI chatbots won't just be limited to Bannerlord.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
If this technology becomes, as widespread and proliferated as I would expect, I think we're going to see a fundamental shift in the way RPGs are made. Developers could spend a lot less time writing dialogue and more time building game worlds that can react dynamically to the player's choices. And we could see a new era of immersive, player-driven storytelling that's never really been possible before. And with the rapid pace of progress in the world of AI, it's not hard to imagine we're going to be seeing more and more games with this technology in the near future. One of my favorite games of all time in the RPG space is Baldur's Gate 2. And, obviously the thing that detracts after a while is that all the characters have the same responses. written for them. So I can only imagine if a game like this had a chatbot that gave that much more organic feel to the world, the replayability potential would just go through the roof. And so as we spend some time on the benefits that could come with AI chatbots, I think it'd also be good to highlight what could be some of the negatives that accompany this innovation. So while the AI chatbots do have a great potential to enhance player experiences, I think some of the drawbacks that must be considered are things such as less meaningful player interactions. So for example, the emotional investment of players from the responses that they get from characters in the world.
You dare to attack me here? Do you even know whom you face?
May make players feel less invested and less motivated to make these impactful choices. We've all been in an RPG game where you feel actually bad about being the bad guy, and you want to, play the good guy or say the nice thing or the heroic thing. And that could be diminished if this is just being generated by the AI. It might not have that same sting or impact that the developer would like.
Nothing within you that remembers our love, what we once shared before this obsession doomed you.
I do not remember your love, Elysim. I've tried to recreate it, to spark it anew in my memory, but it is gone. A hollow, dead thing. For years I clung to the memory of it. Then the memory of the memory, and then nothing. The Seldarine took that from me too. I look upon you and feel nothing. I remember nothing but you turning your back on me along with all the others. Once my thirst for power was everything, and now I hunger only for revenge. And I will have it!
And another concern is, kind of following on from this, is that the AI chatbots could become too predictable or unchallenging in some manner. So if a chatbot is programmed to respond in a certain way to certain inputs, players may quickly learn how to game those inputs and make the chatbot behave in a certain way that they want, which could lead to kind of a diminishment or kind of lack of excitement in gameplay. And the final point, which I won't go too far into, is just to ensure that there's an ethical and transparent use of AI chatbots and how they're being implemented and how they're generating their responses. I won't delve too much into that because I feel like it's a wider topic for sure, but I do think it's important to mention so it's very transparent for gamers when they purchase a game. So there you have it, guys, an overview of these OpenAI chatbots and their potential impact on RPG games such as Bannerlord. And I think it's safe to say, while it's still early days for this tech right now, the possibilities are incredibly exciting. And who knows, in a few years' time, we might look back at pre-written dialogue as kind of this relic of a bygone era. As always, though, thank you for watching. Me and Luke appreciate all the interaction that we're getting. Let us know your thoughts in the comments on this topic below, as I'm super interested to hear from everyone on it. And if you've enjoyed the video and got this far, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you haven't enjoyed it, thank you for watching anyway. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye now.